shell for you guys. So I'm gonna change to my soft spoken voice now. So, it was only for 3 nights. It was a long weekend. We were arriving Thursday and then we were leaving Sunday. Now, I understand as women, we are very indecisive when it comes to what we want to wear. We want to have options from shoes to makeup, hair accessories, things like that. But my sister and her friend were coming from out of state, so they were going to bring a luggage and at least another bag, like a large purse or something, as they should because they're traveling from far away. The friend that I was bringing already lives here in the state I live in, so I had thought that she wasn't going to pack as many things. Well, turns out she packed double the amount than all of us did, which again is fine, but I was going to be the driver for everybody and I don't have a large vehicle, so our stuff barely fit and we were extremely uncomfortable in the car ride when I picked them up from the airport because of all of her things. Okay, honestly, that was the least of the issues for the weekend, but I just feel like that kind of started it off because it was just a very inconsiderate thing. Excuse me. My thought was that we would all split the Airbnb cost. She stayed rent-free. She did not pay. I thought, okay, well, maybe she will buy me a drink or pay for my dinner for a night to somewhat, make up for that, even though everyone else's portion was about $200 for the weekend just to stay at the Airbnb. She did not do that. I ended up paying for her food for the trip. I ended up paying for her drinks for the trip. She said thank you and she was appreciative, but I just don't understand why I did that and she allowed that to happen, knowing she was staying there rent-free on top of everything. So she was extremely rude to me on this trip. I should also introduce the fact that she is a very jealous person, territorial when it comes to her friends. So anytime that I was hanging out with my sister more, things like that, she would get upset and it was just very obvious. I would point this out to her. Are you okay? Like, I noticed that you have like a toot right now. And she would deny. The night that we went out, she got really drunk and I had to play the role of mom and hold her hair as she puked, helped her out of the club. I mean, she couldn't even walk. It was just, she did not care how much she was consuming, wasn't being smart about the whole situation. So that means that I couldn't enjoy myself because I had to cater to her. Prior to even going out, she had wanted me to do her hair and makeup, which is fine. And I did that, and then when it was my turn to get myself ready, it was like I wasn't allowed to do that. I still had to cater to her every little need. She couldn't find jewelry to match with her outfit, so I had to stop what I was doing to help her. And if I said, you know what, can you ask one of the other girls? Like, we gotta leave in 30 minutes and I'm not even ready. She would get so upset with me and she would say things like, oh my gosh, like, you're being so rude, you don't have to snap back at me, like, you're a bad friend, all this stuff. And it's just, it's building and it's building and it's building inside of me because I'm like, how can you act like this? How is this? I don't know, I was getting so upset. So fast forward to the end of the night where she's just completely out of her mind, wasted. She's married, by the way, and she starts hooking up with some dirty random at the bar. And I pull her aside and I say, I'm gonna switch back to a whisper. And I say, hey, listen, this is not a good idea. I know that you're really drunk, but I think we should leave. We should go home because you're doing stuff that you're gonna regret. Like, stop what you're doing. She got She then stomps on my foot, and we are all wearing heels. Thank God she was wearing wedges, because if she had like an actual stiletto heel, she could have probably broke a foot in my bone. So she takes her wedged heel and she stomps on my foot and, you know, throws her arm and says, "Let go of me. Don't tell me what to do." So now I have a bruise on my foot. You know, she's choked me, she's embarrassed me, and I was like, "We're done." I told the girls, "We're leaving, we're done." Like, I cannot believe it has got to this point. This is just absolutely ridiculous. So then, that was towards the end of our trip, and yeah, honestly, it was just one thing after another. I had told her once she was awake and sober what she did, and she apologized and said she felt bad, but to follow up with that, she said, "Well, you can't be mad at me. That wasn't me. I was drunk." And I said, "No, I get what you're saying, but that's still really messed up, and I'm entitled to be upset with you because my foot hurts. I didn't get to have a good time, and you have to take some responsibility for the things that you've done, the decisions that you've made." And she's like, she would get so upset, she would roll her eyes and be like, "Oh, well, I'm just going through so much right now in my marriage, and I can't deal with you upset on top of me." And my mind was blown. I was like, I've never in my life met somebody who does not take credit for anything that they do and then flips it and makes like the victim, me, feel like they are at fault for being upset at them or having their feelings hurt. I don't know, I'm just learning that she does not take responsibility. She's always the victim, and I have been such a good friend to her. The stuff that she opens up to me about when it comes to her marriage and other things that are really wrong and messed up, I never judge her. I try to give her advice and steer her in the right direction, but as soon as I do that, I can tell that she doesn't want to hear anything I have to say. It's very much, "Well, can you just let me live my life? Can you not judge me? I'm not ready to make a decision yet." Like, so then I just have to be mute and be there for her, to lift her up, listen to her, but yet as a friend that I'm supposed to be, I can't tell her anything. She never wants to hear it. So yeah, I am done with this friendship. I need to set boundaries, not just with her, but with so many other people in my life. And I'm done being someone's punching bag. I'm glad that this trip happened and that she came, because honestly, it shows me that she's not a true friend, and I can't invite her to things like this anymore. I don't deserve it. I can't financially support it. I can't, like, emotionally, mentally do it. Friendships should not be like this, but my whole thing is like, I just feel like I have the worst luck with friendships. Oh, my kitty, my kitty, my kitty. Let me show you my kitty on a happier note. There's my kitty cat. That's Chip. He hasn't woken up yet. He's still pretty sleepy. Yeah. But anyways, guys,